Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Yesterday, with the uncertainty returning on the trade wars with the US and China, the Australian dollar also got hit from a downbeat of the Australian GDP data, which added pressure on prices and now crushes the support level at 73.15. This has opened the door back towards a 60-day moving average that now comes in at 71.86. With the immediate target seen at 72.50 as minor, I do expect to see further weakness coming into play, with the technicals also supporting my call. Resistance is seen at 73.05. Well, yesterday the US was out in respect of the honour, that is, of George H.W. Bush. The 41st President of the United States died on last Friday at the age of 94. The state funeral was held yesterday. This was the first time the market closed for the death of a president since 2007 for the former president Gerald Ford. With the US dollar still maintaining to hold around 97, the outlook for the euro still questions whether any recovery can sustain since the rejections that we've been seeing from 114.1065. I do expect to see further down test to 112.60 and the objective still remaining at this stage at 111.60. Resistance intraday, that is, seen at 113.60. A little bit of a recovery in dollar yen, but still poses a threat to the downside. The technicals are still not quite recovered and support any term of a recovery that can sustain above 113. Therefore, I do expect to see the challenge towards the downside that comes in now at 112.55 and a buy area still holding at 112.15.20, with the resistance still capping intraday at 113.20.45. The pound has been very whipsawed over the last 2 days, and the break of 126.90 still holds further bearishness. But the question is, how long for? If it is a false break to the downside, then we could see an easy recovery back to 128.50.70. So do be on your guard and keep your stop losses in a tight formation. Moving on to gold, the price action has, at this stage, reached its objective of 1,243. I do expect to see a little bit of profit taking coming in and may see a pullback towards the region of 1,233 to 34. With the resistance capping around 43 to 46, should, as I say, see some potential profit taking. But if we see a break above 46, then this will give scope up to 53. Wrapping up with oil, the market is still a little bit hesitant towards this resistance of $55 a barrel. It is assessed that the market is now waiting for the meeting with the OPEC, Russia and other oil ministers for today in Vienna, where the market is accordingly working on deals to reduce oil output by at least 1.3 million barrels per day. Overnight, though, President Trump did tweet and said hopefully OPEC will keep oil flow and not restrict it. The world does not want to see or need higher oil prices, he tweeted. On the day, though, the levels come in at 51.90 to 51.20, with the cap seen around 55.40.70 at this stage. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.